A few years ago, we invested everything in a non-profit that we called Operation Sealife. Due to a few medical issues, we had to take a step back. But we are back again with a vengeance and doing it all again from scratch. So we've sold everything, we bought a retired Coast Guard vessel, we got our original seaplane back, and we are dedicated to making this a success. Come along on our journey as we achieve all of our goals of making Operation Sealife known around the world to protector of our oceans and the sea life therein. I know that together we can make a difference.
Hi guys!
Probably really loud.
A little windy out today if you can't tell.
We're leaving right now to go to
Oregon. We're on our way.
Pick up the float plane fuselage. And as you guys can tell, we're all hooked up. We're on a very tight budget. Hopefully the truck doesn't break down. Is that right, baby?
We're gonna be good.
You can see the boats in the background. Saying goodbye to the coast for a little bit.
Going out west.
West Coast, actually.
Yeah, as far as we can go.
All right, guys, so stay tuned and follow along with us. We'll get back to you guys a little further down the road. Y'all take care. Bye. All right, guys, so we're all inside now. Dogs are happy, excited.
They're excited.
For a, a little road trip. They ain't ready. I know they ain't for the biggest road trip we're fixing to do.
We've done some crazy things in our relationship. We've gone on a tight budget. We've sailed in on fumes with hardly any food left.
Coming back to work jobs and
find jobs and get back to work and get money back built up and literally.
We've sailed all over the islands. We've been all over the place. I mean, we've done some crazy things, but this driving a mechanical vehicle all the way out west, not relying on sails, we're a little nervous because this truck's got 325 or 321,798 miles on it right now. So it's a high time vehicle.
We just bought it for around the town kind of thing.
Yeah, it was just going to be a rolling toolbox. You get your window, babe?
Yeah, honey. And honestly, we have ended up having to make it go to Oregon vehicle. We were hoping to take the van. It just didn't work out as much as we wanted it to.
We have to get up there. I signed a contract when I purchased that plane, and so if I don't get on the road now, there's a chance I can lose my deposit and lose the float plane. So this is something that's a have to.
He gave us another week extension.
Yeah, it was a little longer to get the plane, and now we're going to head up there and try to make it happen. So we got the SCT scanner thing. It turned out to be junk. We had to get a friend of ours that he's actually a member of Operation Sealife. Thank you, Carl, so much for coming out there and setting us up with your little scanner and putting tunes on our truck. So now the truck is running good.
Yeah, at first it wasn't going over 65 with the trailer behind it. Like, you couldn't do it unless you were literally just in it 100%.
Right, so now we're looking at, we can do 75 and 80 barely pushing on the gas. So that really made a big change in our V10 big block engine. So, which is already crappy on gas, if you can imagine the gas we would have used before. So I'm hoping we'll get a little better gas mileage, or at least like what we were doing without pulling a trailer. Yeah, I agree. So we're just going to keep you guys in tune, let you guys know what's going on. We're going to be stopping and doing some videos along the way. Probably more on the way back. We're probably going to have to rush a little more getting there. We'll definitely do some videos on the way, but not as much fun stuff. Jack got a new drone, so we'll get to do some aerial footage when we're in some cool places. Cause we're definitely going to take a little time coming back. No matter what it is, we're on a shoestring budget. I mean, we have probably total maybe $2,000 to get out there and back, and we own $600 more on the plane when we get there. So that tells you how much money we're going with. And we've done some things on no money, and this is probably the lowest budget we've had for the furthest amount of way. I would have to agree there. Knowing that the fuel cost on this vessel is going to be way up there, it being a big V10 big block, and we're pulling a 24-foot box trailer that the wind just pushes against when you're out on the interstate. So it's going to be hard on the fuel, hard on the transmission, I'm sure, and all we can do is just keep on pushing and chugging along. And
be on a little camper.
No motels on the way, no motels on the way back. We're going to be camping.
We're going to be probably packing a cooler so we can try to save some money doing eats and not have to be buying food out all the time because that gets expensive on its own.
Yeah, the cooler's in the trailer. So
Yeah.
We already got it pretty much set up. We're just doing what we can. So stay tuned, guys.
All right. See you guys soon.
We're in Texas.
We made it to Texas. Get together? Woohoo! It's about 11 o'clock at night, so obviously we're driving through part of the night at least. But we made it to Texas.
All the way through Louisiana.
Oh my God! No more Louisiana roads.
One more state down, 15 to go.
That's pretty much how it goes. All right, let's get in the truck. It's cold. I'm actually not sure where we're at. New Mexico though, and we are over at a gentleman's shop. Jack has the card, so I will definitely get you the name and information because this man was named Mr. Justin and he is amazing. We kind of came to terms that we had to figure something out. Now we are probably in the lowest grades that we're going to be going up and down here for the last, well, through Texas that we've been doing. We've had 2 incidences where the truck started to overheat. Jack's been able to pull over and get it to cool off, not have any serious incidences. But we don't want to get to the point that we have them either. We know that we're starting to have a problem. So we're kind of changing gears and changing plans. So if we were on plan G before, we're either on F or I now. Who knows what plan we're on because this thing has changed so much. But Mr. Justin is going ahead and letting us drop this trailer yet.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Justin. So I talked to Mr. Justin. So what he said was, ever since we left Texas and been coming this far, we have gained about 4,000 feet in altitude. We've been just going uphill. We got 15, 20 mile an hour winds. And now he says that by the time we hit Amarillo, we're going to be at 8,000 feet.
Oh, you mean Albuquerque?
Albuquerque, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as we keep going, we're going to be climbing. That's why the reason we've been having such a hard time. and also we're having 15, 20 mile an hour winds. And so the truck just keeps running.
Just
hot.
can't take it. I mean, it's 320,000 miles. It's probably lived its life for a gas engine, sadly enough, and we're putting it through the ringer now. So we made the call. We're going to go ahead and drop the trailer here. We're going to pack all of our tools, our clothes, everything that we have in the trailer, which isn't a whole lot, in our truck. And then we're going to actually plan on figuring out a way to put the fuselage on top of the truck. Now, that'll be an interesting trip the whole way around, because we do have that small roof rack up there, and at this point we don't even care if it bends the top of the truck. But the fuselage is about 22 foot long right now without all the tail feathers on it. And our truck is maybe 18 foot or so, 16 foot with a 10 foot roof, let's say. So we're gonna have a lot of overhang, basically. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to safely put that plane up there that we don't damage the wood frame fuselage that hasn't been finished yet. So I know my husband, I know that he won't have any problems going ahead and figuring that out. But as of right now, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set you guys down. We're gonna get everything transferred. I gotta get my clothes transferred to smaller bags, get everything loaded in the truck, drop this trailer, and get back on our way to Oregon. So I'm gonna set you guys down for a minute while we get everything unpacked and traded around. Inside real quick, and we're gonna go tell Mr. Jamie. Yes, sir.
We appreciate everything from the bottom of our heart. Thank you so much for working with us. These little bastards are mean.
They're horrible.
They dig in.
Hi, they went into slick rubber.
This is up there in
the desert.
I was telling you about when I was
Yeah.
younger. Yeah, literally, if you get close to them, they'll fly out of the cactus on you.
Really? That's what I feel like it's doing. It was in hard rubber.
Check your bags good before you get in the car.
I will, hon. Okay. So I'm heading over here. And we're gonna go say thank you very much to Mr. Jamie, and go inside. Because him allowing us to keep our trailer here, like I said, we're about the 900 mile mark. We've got another 1,500 miles to go, so we've got a long trip ahead of us. There's just no two ways about it. It is what it is. But him allowing us to put this here is going to save us. It's going to save our vehicle. And at the end of the day, that's what we need to happen. We need to not destroy this truck and be up to make it there and back. Now we have 1,500 miles to figure out exactly how we're going to strap that plane to the top of that truck. But I know Jack. He's probably one of the most ingenious people I've ever met. We have a box full of straps. And if anyone can make that happen, my husband is that man. So we'll look a little crazy coming back when everybody sits there and says, is that a plane on top of that excursion? And I wish I could say Operation Sealife. Maybe I'll paint it on the window so people can go look up operationsealife.org. What better publicity, right? All right, so we are at Fleet Care Pride Truck Service Center, Terry Service Center, here on the New Mexico border of Texas. And we're gonna go inside real quick and say thank you very much to Mr. Jamie from the bottom of our heart for letting us keep our trailer here for the next week while we go get our seaplane. Mr. Jamie, I just want to come in and say thank you very much on video camera and introduce you. This is Mr. Jamie. He owns this great place. Where exactly are we?
San Juan, New Mexico.
There we go. We are in San Juan, New Mexico. So, okay, so we are going to head back to Jack's right now. We just said thank you to Mr. Terry. What a great man. Gives you great faith in people. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you like it, please hit that like button. If you haven't yet, hit subscribe. We're trying to get to our 1,000th subscriber. It's super duper important that we get there. That's the way we get YouTube to start helping us promote Operation Sealife. So I need your guys' support and help in doing that. So if you like these videos, please share them with your friends and family. Tell everybody you can about Operation Sealife, because together we're gonna make this all happen. All right, I will see you on the next one, probably tomorrow.